Hey folks, big body, he's big, he's ginger, he's body batty. So today I'm just laying low, nothing exciting really. But I thought I'll have a yarn. I was a bit heavy maybe yesterday, so I'm just gonna kind of take things from a different angle today. That was another song that is my own, done on the spot. A little bit edited, a little bit, not a lot. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I thought I would talk a little bit about gear and supplies, because just keeping with the momentum of the holistic approach to survival, because these are survival vlogs. Sorry, my nose is just runny. And that is a mini beanie coming off my beanie. So if you're wondering what that little thing sticking out of my head is. So I mentioned, I don't know how much people would maybe notice or remember, but I mentioned how I was trying to find a charger for a big torch I got that can help me film at night. So I'm pretty excited to get back out there. Possibly tomorrow, I'll see how I go. I still want to see my mate and he's very busy. But check this out, guys. It's like, you see, MP40. Look at this, man. Look at this torch. It's, sorry, just that the reflection of it hurt me. This is, I don't know how many lumens. It's a lot. This torch is, it's not the newest anymore, but it's a sought after model, because I think my mate was saying they stopped making it, but it's very popular. Oh, someone's taken in a bin. There you go. Taking in the bins for, yeah. Yeah, wet and cold, turning into winter very quickly. Yeah. Thank you. How dare people interrupt? No. It's just taking in the bids from my mate. So yeah, this torch, it's a beauty, and it charges with like a magnetic charger that goes on the back. And yeah, I found it, and I was like, of course it's there, and I kind of had a suspicion it was where I put it. I actually put it in a good place, but forgot that I'd put it there because I didn't use it for so long. And it actually shows you the battery, and it also shows you the battery in comparison to the setting you're using. But yeah, it's beautiful. I've got the strap on it right now. But that's going to allow me to film at night, and you guys will actually be able to see, because it's das ist Lumendichtin, right? I mean, I've got a lot of filming stuff, I guess. A few GoPros. Obviously a drone, or might not be obvious, but that's how I get all the footage. There's some freaky bits, because today I'll cut it out of the editing, but I went low into a park, and because I went low, the antennas cut out a bit, and it always freaks me out. But I'm pretty sure the way it is, if the antennas come out, go out of range, it automatically goes to its home spot, but it's not really something I want to risk. So I quickly lifted it up, and antennas caught on. So this is something I want to show you. It's a bit of a kind of, so this is a scout whistle. Yes, that blackening patina is actually real blackening patina. It's not fake. It's a real scout whistle. Oh man, that is so loud. Oh, that wasn't even full ball. Not only are they a really loud whistle, I've got a few whistles. I've even got a whistle and a torch on my keys to my van. That's a little lead lenser. By the way, a lot of my gear is thanks to Gundy, his amazing friend. Not only has he given me a lot, he's at least given me really good advice. But this scout whistle, the strap, I kind of fixed it up because it was so old. The strap was kind of broken. It's really cool. And I put 2 Luger bullets on it. They haven't got gunpowder in them, but I put 2 Luger bullets just because they look cool. But that's a whistle is can be a very, at times, underestimated survival thing. So you imagine, and this happens a lot. It happened to someone in my family once when they were a kid. So I'll tell you this story. So a family member got lost at this place when we were growing up. And we were calling out for hours. We lost our voices and all that. But a whistle is really good, because say I just walk off into the woods and I'm like, I don't know which way from what. My watch has got really, my watch has so many capabilities. It's a Mark U. It's a really good watch. I can send messages. I can send messages to my mate Gundy if something bad happened and go help. But I wouldn't do that as a joke, that's for sure. So yeah, so a whistle, if you get lost, you just walk off a trail and suddenly you're lost. Rather than losing your voice and losing all your energy because you're calling out, a whistle can get a lot of sound out with minimal effort. Very important. It can alert, you can use it as a signal device, all sorts of things. That's why I have a few whistles. Hell, here's another one. This isn't all of them, but... So you saw the one on my keys, you saw the Scout whistle. This is another one. This is a Halex. Halex is a pretty nice whistle. English, I believe, yeah. So this is my Halex whistle. I've even got a Japanese one somewhere. It's on a little strap. That's not blowing it hard. That's not even going full ball, but great whistle as well. So yeah, they have a lot of good uses, that's for sure. So that's a little bit, yeah. I've got a lot of knives. I collect knives. Skills are really valuable. Having skills and all that can contribute to certain scenarios. As far as consumables go, so if I was to just roughly off my head tell you, say hypothetically I'm at the gorge and I can't go anywhere, I'm stuck. How long would my food last? I'm not talking about really mainly the fresh stuff, all food in general. Water I'd probably run out after maximum a month, but I can drink that creek water straight and I wouldn't get sick. I wouldn't, even for me, I probably wouldn't risk it. I'll still boil it, and so I'd have water in that spot. And I'd probably be smart if hypothetically, if it was a really bad situation and I was cut off and all that, I'd probably bottle as much as that water, purify it and bottle it as quickly and as best as I can. Especially if you're relying on one water source, kind of, if that makes sense. Actual food, including fresh food, I've got cans, I've got you name it. I would probably last on just the supply, not eating yabbies and all that, even though I'd still supplement it as much as I could. I'd be using wild food as much as I could first. Just food, I've got at least 3 months. Easy. A ballpark. Yeah, easy. That's not even struggling food. That's like having food that's still decent and all that. So that's whether you're talking about rice and stuff and yeah. So, but as you because this survival vlogs, it's not about virtual signaling. It's not about me going, look guys, I've got nothing and I'm going to make it as hard as I can for myself and see how long I last. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing, like I was a naughty boy today. I went to the bakery. I had a couple of pastries, which you'll see the photos in this vlog. Just a couple of photos, nothing crazy. So I got a funny story to tell you guys. So at the bakery, there was like a kind of young girl serving me, and just real quiet, you know. And I got my 2 pastries, and she just real quietly said, "It's $13." But in my head, I heard Scottish language. I heard 13. That's $13. Dead set. I heard it so clearly, and I went to her, and I went, "Oh, is that Scottish accent?" And she just looks at me, and she's like, "No." And then I'm like, real awkward, eh? Young people are so awkward. It's so funny. It makes me laugh. And then I just went, "Oh, you got an accent?" And she's like, "No," kind of thing. And it was just awkward. I didn't care. I really don't care about awkward situations. It can make it quite funny for me. And telling this story now. And then, you know, you see the picture of the Cornish pasty. and they were right. They were bit of an average bakery. It was okay, but nothing special. I'd be shocked if they win awards. Yeah. Anyway, I went to the supermarket just to grab, thought I'll get a iced coffee. And dead set, guys, no word of a lie, the teller, Scottish accent. I can't remember what she said, but Scottish accent. And I'm tripping. I'm like major tripping. And then I'm like, is that a Scottish accent? And she's like, yeah, it's Scottish accent kind of thing. Sorry, I can't even do it as I'm saying it. And I'm like, I told her about what happened with the young girl. And I'm like, is there a lot of Scottish people in the town? And she's like, oh, not too many. And dead set, guys, that happened. And I'm like, oh, wow. She actually had a Scottish accent. I wasn't tripping. I thought that scenario was quite funny, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. But yeah, it's not. It's raining, it's cold, it's cozy, so I'm like, I'll do a video. I was already, when I got up, man, before I had my coffee, I was like, man, I don't feel like doing a video. But they might not be daily, guys. Sometimes I might miss a day. The point of the vlogs isn't to get every day, you know. But if I can, I will, for sure. Back into the subject of gear. So I've already told you about my solar setup, which is really good setup. I can run normal power in my van. I can run most things. I could run a kettle if I wanted. I've got really good batteries under me, and 2 of them, really good ones, and really nice inverter. That lid back on. So the inverter, everything I can run off here. I can isolate things. I can see exactly. So there's been a lot of not a lot of charge from the sun, but it's at 70%. I can see the temperature. I've even got a little device where I can check the temperature in the van. And let me tell you, I've been in this van where it's been so hot, you don't want to look at the temperature gauge because it's like, it's going to fry your brain. But there's nothing wrong with me anyway. So, you know, obviously it didn't affect me being in the van when it was so hot. But yeah, I had a little Bitcoin miner, but it needs adjusting. It's doesn't load up. Starlink, everything runs off that. I even got a couple of remotes to run the aircon. It's an aircon unit right there. Sorry about the crap everywhere. I kind of move it when I go to bed. It's way too much stuff in the van. So you may have remembered when I went to town how I said I bought a little bit of extra gas because, you know, I always make sure I got plenty of gas to run my cooking stuff and etc, etc. I did a clean out because I was looking for that charger for the LED Lensa torch I showed you. Dead set, guys. I had plenty of gas. I was like, oh man, I bought more when I really didn't need to. I probably got maybe like 2 boxes worth, because you can buy them in boxes, those get that gas. And I've probably got about 2 boxes worth, so I don't need butane gas. And, you know, in the hypothetical, if suddenly I was like, okay, looks like you're stuck out here in the bush, I wouldn't be trying to use, I'd be very skimp with using my gas and stuff. I'd be using campfires and stuff. I'd be heating my kettles, my water, all campfire. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer. Why? Because, well, why use the stuff you can't get, you know? So you'd have to, yeah, and you could even barter with things like that. That's probably, there's just as much worth with some things to barter. Like, you imagine a canned soup. To people that are, let's say for a whole year they've been living off the land, most people run out of certain supplies. You know, suddenly a packet of wet wipes or a can of soup is suddenly currency. And that, guys, I'm just being hypothetical, but I think it's nice to hone these skills. I think it's, even though most of my survival, and again, I'm saying it's based on it's how I live. Survival is part of my life. And I think that's where people really go wrong. It's like, oh, I live my life like this and rely on technology and supermarkets completely. And, they think when everything goes bad, suddenly they're just going to flick a switch and they'll be eating raw cooked rice and just plain water and living in a room by themselves because, you can't trust anyone. And coming back, again, I've said it many a time, is community is what's powerful. Having skills and stuff. Hoarding food is in my opinion, is a very small part of it. In fact, I don't even suggest hoarding too much food. Yes, I'm trying to, for me, ultimately, I trust God, full stop. But that doesn't mean there isn't wisdom or preparation He puts me through, and that's why for me, because I do trust God, not my own wits and all that stuff. That's why survival for me is a lifestyle. It's how I'm built. It's my modus operandi, however you say it. It's how I operate. It's how I think. And I want to live a life where survival isn't a fear thing for me. It's a peace thing. It's freedom to do what my God-given calling is. That's it. So and the knowledge you get to pass on and the people you meet along the way. Oh, that's such a big part of it. And doing these vids. So yeah, there's a lot of. I've also got the butane cookers where it's the gas cylinders, the kind of rounded ones. I haven't got any right next to me. I mean, I kind of do, but I'm not going to dig them up. I've got really nice tools. Now that's the thing I should have talked about. Maybe one day I'll show you. I don't feel like digging them out in the rain, but I've got tools, really nice tools, DeWalt tools. So the reason why you go, oh, why tools? Because I mentioned the whole skills thing and having skills. Just imagine, and this might end up being a reality for me, but say I want to build a house in the bush or shelter. I've got really good tools for that. Yeah, I could be a purist and grab my axes and my saws, and not that I wouldn't use them at all, and just do it all by that way, but you could definitely get a lot more done and make your job a lot more easier with the right tools. That's all. So I'll leave you now with these pictures. I hope the subject matter was interesting. Oh, actually, there is something I want to chat. I nearly forgot to mention this. I was just thinking about some things while I was at the bakery and out in town. I just went to town for a pretty quick time, as you see some of the pictures. I thought about it and I thought, not many people, because I seen some of the oldies and they all packed out the bakery because it was warm in there and I had no spot in there, so I went outside, which is fine. And I started to think, I miss having a routine. I miss that predictable routine. And then I really thought about it and I thought, there's a lot of peace in that idea, waking up. And it's like, I'll go to the bakery and then, I'll do this and I'll sleep. But do you know what, guys? I'll just wait for this truck to go past. But then I thought, nah, bullshit. I know what I was like when things were peaceful. And I'm so ambitious, I'm thinking about bigger things in God and all of it and adventure. I don't want that anymore. I want peace, but I want peace in purpose. I want peace in adventure. And that's what I've had. That's what I had. That's what I'm living. That's what I think you guys are watching. That's why I think maybe some of you guys like the vids. I hope so. Well, that's what I'm hearing as well. I hope that's not a big assumption, but because, yeah, truth is, I think peace comes in following your calling, whatever that might be. Not some routine that's predictable every day. And that may be okay for a little while if you've been marked with chaos and turmoil and all sorts of things, but I don't think it lasts long for a lot of us, you know. And I can understand that someone that's older, you know, and they've slowed down and maybe they're just interested in seeing their grandkids every now and then or whatever. You know, catching up with their friends in a warm cafe bakery, you know. And you know, I think that's great, and they've hopefully lived a successful life, and a life that's been fulfilling and all that. And but yeah, I thought, for a lot of us people that aren't in that time of our lives, it's like it's I want peace. I might want peace in, say, having a property and a workshop and making things, but it's in doing. It's in, I'm planning a trip, going here, I'm going there, you know. So yeah, it's I thought I'd share that thought with you guys. But have a look at these pictures. They're probably pretty average. There's not that many of them, but have a look at them anyway. Just from around town here in Udunda. So I love you guys. Big Borry out.
Thank you.